Unlock the door, bitch. I'm on my way, and I got chicken strips.
I don't know why they call them chasers. It's not like Chubs can run real fast.
Double vodka with hot brownie chasers.
She just wanted to watch me eat it. Naked.
I can't say that. That's dirty.
Chasers will do anything to get into your pants. I love them.
Stop it! Stop!
Oh, God.
Chubs gone wild.
Well, hello and welcome to another Chubs Gone Wild. This is episode 558, recorded on August 27th, 2024. It is the last day of one of the most powerful Mercury in retrogrades we have ever had. How are you feeling?
I'm great. I haven't felt any of Mercury retrograde at all. I've been up. Everything's been fine over here. Had a nice trip to Tahoe.
Awesome.
And we've raised over $540 million for Kamala Harris.
Yes.
I guess maybe you're the only one having a problem. Maybe.
No, actually, it's not just me. In fact, I went on Twitter and it was a trending topic, and yeah, so a lot of people having a real rough time with this the last 3 weeks or so. Anyway, but it affects communication, travel, car issues, slowdowns, travel and communications basically. So you could have all sorts of little issues and stuff like that. Anyway, some people get it, and I guess some people are gifted like you and don't. But good. I'm glad you didn't have any trouble with that, especially on your trip. All right. It is currently 94 degrees-ish and sunny outside the Chubs Gone Wild remote studios, where it is 6 days till Labor Day, 65 days until Halloween, and 120 days until Christmas. And I was finally, Walgreens has their holiday or their Halloween decorations out, and I was looking and I was like, I want to buy something. I have to get something new for Halloween every year. And it was all like skeletons and stuff, and I don't want that. Which stuff is cool? Pumpkins, awesome. I don't need skeletons because we all got enough of those rattling around in our closet, don't we, Tom? Anyway, all right, well, let's talk about Patreon real quick. Patreon offers folks a way to support creators and receive rewards not open to the general public, like special podcasts, videos, books, other stuff. Yep, all sorts of fun. And we want to thank our current patrons: Clint, Nephi, Nick, DJ Sausage, Franz Universe, Eric, Sean, not Eric Sean, but Eric, Sean, Charles, Phoenix Dave, Brother Sinatus, Kingsley, Kathy Bacon, and Moose P. Please visit patreon.com/Matt Burlingame to find out how you can become part of our universe for as little as $1 a month. And we do have some, as the holidays approach, we always have some fun little extra things going on. So that's fun. Okay, and no, I'll update that later. As you hear Mr. Peabody learning to use his voice in the background. Anyway, all right. We got an affirmation to do. You ready for this? Yes, I am. Okay. I have a harmonious relationship with my family. We all bless and support each other. Yeah, if it's the Southern bless their hearts, then yes, I bless them. Tasty. History. Well, let's click on this because I need to update this. Today in 1883, Krakatoa explodes with massive force. And then they videotaped it and put it on Twitter. X. 1976 transgender athlete Renee Richards was barred from the U.S. Open. Boo. And what else? Anything else interesting? Nope. Okay, fuck off with your little things. Okay, Lord Mountbatten was killed by the IRA in 1979. That was a big thing. Yeah, I mean, I was too small to know, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um, oh, here we go. 1908, Lyndon B. Johnson is born. Do you know who he was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's see if we celebrate any holidays today. I bet you've done at least 3. Okay. Starting with the Duchess Who Wasn't Day. Well, you're not a Duchess, so you did that one. Just Because Day. No, we've both done that. Kiss Me Day. No, thank you. Here's yours, National Banana Lovers Day. Yeah, you like those bananas, do you?
No, Sean doesn't like bananas, so we don't usually have them around the house.
Oh, that kind of banana. Yeah, yeah. It's also National Petroleum Day.
I don't use that.
No, you should use Bader Bomb. Oh, anyway, that's for another show. It's also National Pots de Creme. Pots de Creme. It's French for what? Bowl of cream? I don't know. Let's see. Tarzan Day, Touch a Heart, and World Rock Paper Scissors Day. Do they really need a day for that?
Yeah.
A lot of people out there playing that today. Probably just newscasters who need something to talk about. All right. Well, let's see. We did have, we got to do birthdays real quick. I also got 1 year on out the door because Peabody duty. All right. Well, hopefully not duty. But anyway, happy birthday today to Mr. Clayton. What is his code name? I forget. Clayton, I think. All right. And also Brian, Daniel, Phil, and Michael. And we have some other birthdays coming up. We have happy birthday to Kendrick, George, Mark, Bacana, I guess. We have Noah, Christian, Linda, author Addison Albright. We have Jedediah, Rachel, AW, John, Kathy, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, the list goes on. We got Bjorn, Bjorn, of course, but I joke. We got Adam, Lucia, Goldie, and Nate. We met him at Pride 48, and also Stephen. So yeah, lots of good stuff there. Happy birthday, everybody. Feedback. You ready for this one? So Sean says, the local movie theater I go to most often has the large reclining chairs for every seat. I usually sit 3rd or 4th row back, a few seats off center, as the center sections are always crowded with people. I agree. Yep. I used to go to the movies regularly with somebody who always wanted to be in that middle section, and I'm just like, why?
Your eyes move. You don't have to even move your head. Just move your eyes.
I don't know. No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, I'm talking about people sit in the middle so they don't have to even move. They just stare forward. If you sit off to the side, you just turn your eyes a little bit and look, they're in the middle now. It's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we got some chub hugs that we got to do. You want to start?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. So first, you need to send a huge chub hug out to Nephi, who had to see Funny Girl, but without Leah Michelle in it. I mean, that's just tragic?
No, these are tragic.
Okay. Wow. And then, of course, we have Kathy Bacon, who is going to make the trek to visit her dad's, where he's buried, in the next few days. And so, a little love out to her on that. What else? What you got?
Well, certain podcaster who had to take his dog in this last week
Yeah.
and got sent home with medication and a dog. So that was,
Oh, really?
that's a nice hug. And then
Yeah.
another friend of mine, her daughter found a dog, and so but the dog was chipped, and they were going to keep the dog, but if so I guess the kennel people, they get the chip, they notify the owner. Turns out the owner was a woman with a child in an apartment, and she had left the dog to some friends when they were gone for a while, like a vacation or something. Came home, they said the dog died.
What?
So she goes, but I'm in an apartment, and so the person who found the dog said, well, we'll be more than happy to keep the dog, and you can come visit her anytime you want. Happy ending. But yeah, so some douchebag friends of theirs lost the dog and said it died, and so
Oh,
they had just assumed that the dog had died, and now they found out the dog didn't die, but they really can't take care of the dog in an apartment. It's a pit. It's a big dog.
oh,
So anyway, hugs out, you know,
happy
not
ending, thankfully, but
yeah.
poor dog. Okay. Well, those are good hugs. All right. Well, let's do some news real quick here. Starting with Rob Schneider's daughter calls him out for his anti-LGBTQ comments and for being a bad dad.
Yeah, he's another Trumper, so
Yeah.
that's all you have to really say.
It and it's sad because when he was, you know, popular and stuff, I liked his work.
I never did.
Yeah. All right. A gay man in Washington, D.C. was allegedly beaten up by a group of Shake Shack employees in DuPont Circle after he kissed his boyfriend while waiting for their food. They confronted him, said, "You can't do that in here," and then drug him outside and began beating him up. So, lovely. Ron DeSantis gave Ashley Brundage, there we go, a trans Democrat, an award. Now she's challenging GOP power. She's running to be the first trans woman in the state legislature. And it looks like she's got a really good shot at winning. So, yay. All right. Well, we did have a few celebrity deaths. Did anyone die today that we know of? I didn't check.
Well, like yesterday, we had two,
Oh.
but I didn't know who they were.
Oh.
Well, okay, I did know one was Liberace's boyfriend. He just died.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the other one was another non-celebrity. So I don't know what, it's like, why are they making it, but yeah, I don't remember just exactly who he was, but I don't even know who this is.
Huh.
What's this about? This is breaking news, but they were both in their 60s, which made me feel great.
Yeah, I understand. As I get toward my 60s, a little faster and a little faster. Anyway, also golfer Chai Rodriguez, known for
Chi Rodriguez.
that's true. I always pronounce it the Les Nessman way. But known for his fun as he racked up wins, he died at 88, and that was a few weeks ago. And also Erica Ashe, comedian and Real Husbands of Hollywood and Mad TV star, died. She was only 46. And now Tom wants to cheer you up by talking to you about.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let me get my glasses on.
Okay.
Well, David Chang is back this week. He had two episodes. The first episode he had was with Joe Chang and Gabriel Iglesias, which was very funny. And then the second one he had was with Miss Pat and Josh Peck, I think is his name. Josh Peck is from, he's the child actor that he did a bunch of Nickelodeon stuff. I don't think he was ever molested,
Well, that's
at least
good.
not at the studio. I don't know. But anyway, so uh, and he was also in that How I Met Your Father. He's
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
I had
So
to process it a sec.
anyway, on let's see, Bachelorette. They were in hometowns this week, which is always this I almost hate as much as I hate the overnights. But the I just oh my god, I hate because they go to the hometown. I already knew who she was going to pick to dump for the week, but you still go to their house. You still make all sorts of promises to the parents and the grandparents and the brothers and sisters and the friends, blah blah blah. And I just it's so uncomfortable. It's just so very uncomfortable. And then she sent who I knew she was going to send home. So it's like, why was he even there? That was one big thing. It was if they hadn't thrown out of if the guy didn't leave last week, or the one guy, Sam, then he would have gone home last week, but he got a rose, and it was weird. We finished up Evil this week, the finale, series finale, and it ended nicely. We took care of the bad guy, um, and I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but at the end of the show, they took Leland, who was the bad guy throughout the whole show, and they put him into, I believe, is what is kind of, I mean, the Jews call it a divot box, but it's exactly what it looked like. They shoved him in this big box because that's you used to put demons in the box and then seal the box so the demons couldn't get out. So that was funny. I laughed at that. They didn't have a new episode of Fame Claim to Fame, so no new episode. Um, Big Brother, they ended up sending Brooklyn home, and Tucker, who's like it's hard to because he's super cute. He's very big personality, and he's kind of like the villain, but he's bringing such life to the show. It's hard to dislike him. You got Angela, who's a nightmare. She's this 52-year-old menopausal crazy bitch. And like all week she's thinking they're backdooring her. She's sure they're backdooring her. She's not even up on the block, right? But she's sure they're backdooring her. So it's just weird. But overall, it's starting to heat up. I mean, they did some good casting this season. They got a few really good people keeping it fun. I'm just at the finale for the Blue Ribbon Baking Contest, so we'll see what happens there. One episode left. RuPaul's Drag Race Global All Stars. The first girl goes home. It was a three ball with three different looks, and they had to create one of the three looks. And yeah, that was it's always a good way to see what the queen's ideas of costumes are. I mean, what because she'll give them like show wave your fan proudly, and then she will and then they all have to interpret that in a gown. But some of these girls are coming with major frickin' gowns. I mean, we're talking they are I mean, you can't go on this. You win $200,000 if you win the show. You're going to need it just to pay for your costumes because they're so crazy and wild. And just started the barbecue high over on Max, and it's about these high schoolers that are entering into barbecue contests to earn money to go to culinary school, basically. Kind of fun. Just saw a new one over on Peacock called Anonymous, which is just another crazy, game, social media kind of shit. But it's so far it's been fun. We watched The Union last night with Halle Berry and Mark Wahlberg over on Netflix. Just started. It's been huge all over. And Netflix is going, oh yeah, everyone's watching this show. They've got like over 1 billion minutes watched in the week. And then finally, we saw Aliens yesterday, which was the new Aliens out. It's super fun. It's odd that all the people were good, but I wasn't rooting really for any character in the show. I mean, I don't want any of them to get killed, but it's like you always had Ripley to follow. You
Yeah.
had a few, or you had a few of the. There's always a cast member that you want over everybody else, and even the person that that's the lead. Really, I wasn't that like, oh yeah, they're the best. I love them. I want them to survive. But I don't know. It was go past that. It was really good. I mean, I would put that probably in third place after Aliens, Alien, and this one as far as entertainment goes.
Yeah.
So, as those last few have been they sucked my butt. So.
Yeah. Well, I've always liked the Alien series, but yeah, these days to me it feels like a lot of these movies where you can look at the cast lineup and you can be like, okay, that's the first person that's gonna get it. That's the second person that's gonna get it. They'll kind of make it. You think they're gonna, but you're just waiting for the cast to get picked off, so you're not
right,
like really connecting with them, even though they'll feed you some flashback story or something like that, like, oh look, she has a daughter and that's why she wants to get home, and then 5 minutes later, alien. Anyway, that's at least what I think of most of them, but I am looking forward to watching it. So any of the shows that we kind of usually try to watch together, nope, didn't do it, didn't watch anything really. I don't know if you can hear that. That's a consternated puppy. So,
well, since this is your first day puppy sitting,
actually, that was a note to tell you about the first day. But yeah, this is the second day of puppy sitting, and this is like a young person thing to do. Because yeah, they're a handful, especially when they're not potty trained and they just like to spot and do their little business, and you're just like, son of a bitch, hey, no. Anyway, but yeah, so this has been like a week of meltdowns, all sorts of stuff, including a sick cat and people causing all sorts of drama over it. But if you want to know more, I will put out a podcast of My Life in Fragments on Patreon about it. But needless to say, the cat was caught and is, I think, potentially going to get what care it needs today, which I had. No! He does not care. He just looked at me like, whatever. I can do what I want. I'm a puppy. You ain't going to beat me. Right? Anyway, so I put together a GoFundMe for the cat, and I want to thank anyone who is part of our circle who has donated. The cat is okay. You are not a podcast friendly person. Would you like to go out there, please? Go on. He's not interested. You don't know directions yet. Come on, that way. Boop, 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 boop. Out the door. There you go. Good boy. Sorry about that.
So I had this dental visit drama this week.
Did you? Tell me
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I,
Yeah.
I, I just know that the intern that was working at me at the Balazarn dentistry school shouldn't have done it because she was useless, and so I had a lot of pain when they were drilling me,
Uh-huh.
and then they give me pills and say, okay, you'll be fine. And
Oh no,
yeah,
there were
no,
no pills.
they
Yeah.
don't give you pills.
Nope. No, not at all. So anyway, thank you to anyone that donated for the cat situation. It is getting its help and should hopefully be fine. Thank goodness. Anyway, so the dental drama. So yes, I went and they basically said, okay, well today what we're going to be doing is we're going to do a couple of fillings on your back tooth over here. And then they had somebody that was like 2 months from becoming a full-fledged dentist working on me, which I'm fine. Obviously, if they're trusting her to work on me, she has passed everything that she needs to pass to, so I was fine with that. But she stabbed my lip accidentally with like the numbing stuff, and then like she didn't go deep enough with it, so the dentist had to come in and he had to go deeper into the muscle, and nothing was, and so my like half my face was like completely numb, part of my throat, and yet the spot that they were working on was not completely numb. And so I had to kind of white knuckle it through that, which really kind of upset me. But they finally did it, and then like, oh well, it was really close to the nerve, so you may have some pain. But if it's pain that continues for a while, then we'll have to do a root canal. And I'm thinking a root canal on a nerve that isn't gonna deaden. Fuck you for touching a tooth in the first place. Anyway, and then the thing that they would spray in your mouth was like leaking, so every time she sprayed it, it would just drain water over half my face. It was ridiculous. When I left there, we were going to go to the dollar store and look for autumn decorations and be those people, and we were just like, fuck this, we're going home. And it has like it will occasionally just all of a sudden give me like this sharp twinge, and that just makes me jump. I don't like it. Anyway, so those are those fun stories. So it was kind of a week of drama. I did watch a little bit of Hannah Gadsby, and I heard that I had several people tell me, oh, she's horrible. And I'm like watching her going, actually, I like her. It was kind of fun. I want to see more. So I'm going to go watch some of her specials and see if they live up to the shorts that I've been watching.
Yeah, we saw her live.
Yeah. How was she?
Good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, especially not knowing any of her comedy. We just basically went because of Hacks.
Mm.
So.
Now, did she? Oh, yeah. Did she tell you the? Did she do her marriage joke routine? Where she started having a panic attack when she was about to propose, and how because she has ADHD too, which is ADHD and then a little bit of autistic traits and stuff in it. So she's on the neurodivergent spectrum too. So anyway, she talked a little bit about that. It was very interesting. Anyway, there's a new song out called Break My Back. It's by Jordy, and it's really good. So if you have an interest in really good gay music, go check that out. It is a little dirty, so just be warned if you're innocent like Tom. Tom doesn't like any of that stuff.
Oh, sorry, wrong Hannah.
I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I saw the Hannah that's Lorraine Newman's daughter.
Oh, okay. That would make more sense.
And she's from Hacks. Yeah, I don't like Hannah Gadsby either.
Okay, so I thought you didn't. Okay. That makes more sense. All right. The only other thing for me to report is I've been watching Doctor Who still, the old ones from 83, 4, 5 in there, seasons 18 through 20. And finally, Adric died, and I was fine with that because his character was just getting annoying. Tegan's annoying. The new companion, blah. And then Nissa was actually a very good companion, but they just watched the episode where they wrote her out. And most of these characters, oh, and then Peter Davison, who is the current doctor I'm watching, he's kind of a wussy doctor. Like, people just walk up to him and like shove him around and shove him down and manhandle him, and his character, oh, and I'm like, that's not the doctor. The doctor doesn't do that. But back then, apparently, this doctor was just like a big old, like, oh, beat me up. I like it. Anyway, but people were dropping off the show like crazy. Like every season or every few episodes would just be like the character would just like leave or die or something. And I was like, wow. Well, it was having a lot of turnover because they weren't liking their character development. There was so little character development on the show that nobody was wanting to stick with it, which is really sad. But I will say that at least one of them, Adric, left the show. He's like, oh, they're not doing any character development with me. I want to go do something else. And he never did anything else. I'm sorry. If I ever got a series, I would stick with that fucking series until that thing was like gone. And then I would work the hell out of the character if it was a character people loved. It's just me. Anyway. All right. Are you ready to ask if this person is an asshole or not?
They are.
Okay. Do you already read it?
Oh, no, I thought we were talking about you.
Oh, well, yeah, you do that every time. And you don't have to tell me because all my friends remind me of that all the time and everything. And see, if you're watching the video right now, Tom's laughing hysterically because, he goes out of his way to like, remind me all the time.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I just want to emphasize just, how sad it is that poor Nephi had to go to see Funny Girl without, without Glee Star inside it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's just telling you why certain people might say that to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just give you an example. Just a little
You
example.
will love it because every time we bring up Nephi's name, his heart grows 3 sizes, to bigger. So, anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to this. I live in an apartment block. To access the property after 8 p.m., you must carry a front door key with you. We were all told this prior to moving in. A tenant has moved in downstairs and she leaves the back door unlocked to allow herself to come and go without taking her key. She isn't supposed to do this, and she has been told multiple times to take her front door key in case the door locks, which she has ignored. She has started treating me like a literal doorman, knocking loudly on my windows and repeatedly buzzing my apartment to get me to open the door for her. It is daily, and it riles up my dog every time. And it always occurs after 9 p.m. I have let her in twice in good faith and then told her the third time to take her key and that I will no longer be answering. She decided to go out with her dog this evening and again didn't bother to take her key. When she started buzzing when knocking on the windows loudly, I shut off my buzzer, gave my dog a treat, and closed the doors, deciding to ignore her and continue watching my movie instead. This is where I could be the asshole. It's dark out at the moment. It's late and she's out by herself with her dog. She's been out there for 45 minutes. Also, we also live in a shady area, not dangerous, but definitely not pleasant at night. She has been sat outside on the doorstep on her phone, angrily ranting about me to her friends like I'm her dad. I don't know this woman aside from her treating me like a concierge. Am I the asshole?
No, not at all.
Hmm.
The rules are you take your key, you shut the doors.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't take her key, then you know what? She can sit outside in the cold. in a shady area.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, there was an update to this a little bit later saying that after another hour, he did go let her in because it was almost midnight and he felt bad that her and the dog were out there at that late at night. But so I don't think he's the asshole either, but bad situation. Dumb people. Moving on. Hey, Chubbs. Timothy wants to know, have you ever visited a famous movie location?
Yes.
Visited. He's been on it. Which one?
Really? You want me to list them all?
Oh, no, but a few, throw them out there.
Well, when I was shooting Legal Eagles, I got to we had a 2.5 hour lunch break. So and they fed us. It was really great. They had caterers, so we didn't have to leave. And then I walked around the Universal Studios lot. I went up to the Psycho House. And the hotel, the motel, both. They're not as close together as they seem to be, but they are. Let's see. I got to go up and down, the street where Marcus Welby's house is, and where all the different, just all the shows used to be shot. The Andy Griffith Lake, where him and Opie are walking. That was just during Legal Eagle stuff. So then when I was on the Fox lot, I was actually at an audition that was 2 doors down from the bungalow that they shot Sunset Boulevard in, on the Fox lot, bungalow, because that's where his I think it was his agent or something was. So there was that. I was on the Paramount lot, and on the it's funny because the Paramount lot there is a big area that they'll put they build up like a swimming pool if they're doing like scenes by the ocean or river shots and stuff like that. So that was they were doing something out there at the time. I'm not sure what it was, but just those are a few. One of my favorites though was my dad and I loved the movie The Other, that came out during the 70s. Not the Nicole Kidman one. This is a different one. And this is about 2 twin boys. Anyway, so what happened was they shot it up in Jackson. So my dad and I went up to Jackson, and we found the barn that was in the thing. And it was funny, the barn was on one side of the street and the house was on the other side of the street, 2 different properties, but it was the same lot. I mean, they shot it to make it look like it was their barn. So that was really fun. Just because we had just watched the movie and said, let's go up there and find it. And we found it. So that was kind of cool. So nice. Yeah, I've been on a few. How about you?
I'm sure I've seen locations because they've shot certain things in Sacramento, and I know I've driven by and somebody pointed out, that's where they did blah blah blah, but I didn't get to go to any of the the lots or anything like that. So
yeah, what was the Lady Bird? You've been to the thrift store, right? No?
Gosh, yeah.
Because there were 3 major locations that they used here in town.
I'm sure I've been to those. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Yep. So there we go. Hey Chubbs, Timothy wants to know, what's your favorite store-bought frozen meal? Yeah.
I don't know, probably what am I thinking here? Pot stickers, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Because something like that, or like a samosa or something, something that it's I can't make myself, because I don't really do frozen pizzas or frozen chicken.
Yeah,
but I do like chicken strips, but any of those are good.
Tempura when you don't make it yourself.
Oh no, you wouldn't do tempura frozen.
I've done it.
Really, it's usually too thin. The
Yeah,
batter.
the there is a kind that you can get. I brought it to one of the parties, and like a couple people ate them. But once if you don't get them while they're hot, yeah. So anyway, for me, there's Winco has these pizzas, real thin pizzas that go on sale for like $1.98 sometimes. So I'll get a few of those, and then I'll put mushrooms and extra cheese on it. And
Wait, are you talking lumpia?
yes, thank you. That's the
Okay,
correct word, not
tim
tempura. Yeah,
tempura
that's
is
different.
a battering.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
So, anyway, so the little pizzas, I put some extra stuff on them and put them in the thing, and they're just right. They're good. And then I also like the Hungry Man chicken without the bones TV dinners. Those are usually good. And Mom and I will get Marie Callender's pot pies, and we're kind of burned out on them by now, but it's one of those stable things that you know you can eat, but each one is like 800 calories. So eater beware. Hey, Chubs, if you were Earth's ambassador for extraterrestrial life, what's the first thing you'd tell them about humanity?
You go first.
Okay. I would tell them, one, that we are a kind of duplicitous species and that we can think two different things at the same time, which is what makes us so
Dangerous.
well, dangerous, but also interesting and unique. But also, basically, I'd introduce them to music. I think that there's something in music that is a universal connection.
I tell them to keep their doors locked.
Maybe not reveal that they're aliens because
Or yeah, I'd say I keep
Yeah.
your doors locked and they're going to try to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it says ambassador, so yeah, but there's going to be. Why are there assholes? Why are there so many crazy assholes?
It's greed and fear. That's
It's
what
fear. Yeah.
Well, and greed. It's greed. I mean, what you how rich
No,
do you
I'm
think
not
these?
denying. I'm not.
How much money do these billionaires need? There's never enough money for
Well, see, and that's the
people.
thing is that the billionaires would try to kidnap them to dissect them to find out how they can make money off of them, and the poor people would just be in fear and want to kill them. They're going to take our jobs.
Oh, by the way,
Human jobs.
The people right directly across the street from us, they have a big gate. They don't their garage is in the back, so they have a big gate, and they put hotties for Harrison on there in transgender colors.
They put what for Harris?
Hotties for Harris.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that get in my car. As I walk to my car, it's the first thing I see. So I told Sean, I said, Sean, should I paint art like our garage door? And he goes, yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead. Because he doesn't think I would, which I probably wouldn't because I'm too lazy. But
right.
Yeah, I was thinking it has 6 panels. I could do the rainbow flag.
Oh, that's good. Just make sure you start with the red at the top. Okay. All right, lunchbox. What's in your lunchbox? Well, Mr. Moose wrote in and said, hey, I got some things in my box I want to show you. Still eating cake. This one is chocolate with lots of icing. Looks tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love it's on his plate.
Yes. Now I think that's part of his birthday cake?
Probably.
Yeah. Let's see. Another sandwich, hot turkey and brie on toasted wheat bread with cranberry sauce, tomato and arugula. So delicious. Now, I'm not sure about the tomato and arugula, but the cranberry sauce with hot turkey and brie, I'd try that.
I won't, but the bread is nicely toasted.
Oh
I
yeah,
like that, yeah,
so good.
nicely grilled.
Oh, and the fries were good. Red curry shrimp, coconut curry sauce with peppers, green beans, and carrots. Really good.
It looks good.
Yeah, it really does. I haven't had a really good. Actually, I don't think I've ever tried coconut curry sauce. I don't think I have. So
Oh my God, you're kidding.
no,
Oh, it's so creamy and yummy.
it sounds really good. Um, all right, and then thank you, Mr. Moose, and then Tom has some photos to tell you about.
Well, this is my anniversary dinner. So this is this one is the Benjamin roll, which is my favorite roll. It's got all sorts of yummy stuff, but then each little thing has a sliced jalapeno on it. So it's this wonderful. You get the fish, and then you get this wonderful rush of freshness and heat. Sometimes they're hot, and sometimes they're mild, but yeah, they always taste good. The next one is this is freaky sprouts, and they're Brussels sprouts that are cut in half, and then they are deep fried, and then then they put them in here and they sprinkle them with some spicy flavoring, and it was really good. It's the first time we've tried this. Next one is pepper fin, and this is thinly sliced pepper fin, and this stuff is so, when you put it in your mouth, you just put your tongue up against the roof of the mouth, and it just kind of dissolves like butter. It's just really good. The next one is mushrooms. These are they're stuffed mushrooms with jalapeno and sour cream or cream cheese, and then they're breaded and deep fried, and then they sprinkle all sorts of onions and yummies on top of that. And then finally, this is the incredible roll, and this one's super savory. It's just, I don't know what's in it or how they do it, but it's just well, first of all, they've got the little oranges fish eggs across the top, and so they keep popping in your mouth as you're chewing, and it's nice, this nice saltiness that it gives it. This is our second favorite roll. So yeah, it was a good dinner.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yum.
Thank you for that. If you guys want to see these photos, go over to our Facebook page and facebook.com/ChubsGone557, and you can take a look. And if you want to send us something for our lunchbox, all you have to do is send it to ChubsGone557@gmail.com. Just like if you have any questions for Chubs Gone Wild, you want to weigh in on the advice question, ChubsGone557@gmail.com. And
or you can even give us a call at 408-69-CHUBS.
That's true. That's very, very true. In fact, that would be very fun. Golden Rule Services want you to know about an important tool in preventing you from contracting HIV. PrEP is a medication to be proven to be 99% effective in preventing HIV infection. To learn more about PrEP, visit sactrs.org. Find Tom's other podcast at swannerandjudd.com. Find my books at justkisstheguy.com. Find all our links at allmylinks.com/ChubsGoneWild. And give us a call at
408-69-CHUBS. I just said that.
I know, but you do it so well. I wanted to hear it twice. All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope that you are having a wonderful post-Mercury in retrograde time, dancing and singing around and doing pagan chants and all that good fun stuff. And we will catch you in a few days. Bye.
Bye.
A network of inclusion.
UnivazPods.net.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network.
This has been a For Fuck's Sake production.